What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to part 15 in my legendary walkthrough for Halo 3 ODST. I am your host, the Spegmeister, and on this guide I'll be covering the final campaign mission, Coastal Highway. Going back to the previous episode, we descended into the underground network beneath New Mombasa, rescued the captain, and attained a high-value asset. Now for this episode, we're going to get our team to safety and escort them out of the city.
Lord, that thing stinks. Kind of reminds me of like... What was that for?
Abandoning the mission.
What mission? You dropped off the grid. My squad was scattered. And that?
For coming back. Thank you.
You did good, rookie. No doubt. We're not out of this yet. Captain, how about you hang back? Let us clear a path.
Agreed. I'll stay with the asset, give it close cover.
Buck, that turret has us pinned. We can't advance.
Flank the watchtower, trooper. Take it out.
So just like Data Hive, any weapons that you finish the previous mission with will also carry over into this one. So having said that, you can approach this in a couple different ways. You can either hit the tower directly and kill the grunt occupants. Otherwise, you can hit one of the flanks and give yourself a chance to acquire some better weapons. I often prefer to go with this approach, especially if I hit the left-hand side. Up here you'll find a sniper rifle, and you can use that to target some of the troops on the other flank. Don't worry about saving ammo for this weapon, you won't need it beyond this point. So as you whittle down these forces, eventually we'll head back down to the street level and acquire another good weapon. If you follow this route, hang a left immediately out of the building, head over to the weapons crate in the corner, grab a rocket launcher, fire once in the tower, and that'll take care of all the grunts. So having that tower destroyed, we can move around a little more freely and take care of what's left on the field. You can either use the sniper rifle, rocket launcher, or a plasma turret to clean up what's left.
That's the last of them. Captain, let's move.
Where are we going exactly?
Waterfront Highway. Fastest way out of the city.
On the right hand side you'll find a crate with Covenant carbines. If you're almost out of the sniper rifle, it's definitely worth grabbing one of those weapons.
Can't that thing move any faster?
All the shooting, it's frightened.
Want me to give it a little push?
What do you think?
Just trying to help.
I'm not so sure if you're helping, Buck.
This way. Should be an elevator right through here. Sit tight. We'll need the alien to power on the switch. Okay, we're all set. Hit it, rookie.
When did this happen?
They started showing up right before I went underground.
And you waited until now to tell me that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a little busy making sure Perfume over here didn't take around and blow us all up.
Eddie Buck, always thinking with his gun. You haven't changed one bit.
Me? What about you? Oh, so full of big Oni secrets, couldn't even give a guy a yes or no answer.
That's not fair.
Oh, you got that right.
I never thought I'd see you again.
Yeah? Well, here I am.
We need to move, now. Were you too busy to plan our exit?
I stole a Phantom, yes, thank you. I hid it in the shipyards down the highway. But I only have room for 2, so that thing's gonna have to sit on your lap.
The engineer. Where did it go? Keep me covered. And try to keep up.
Take my advice, rookie. You ever fall for a woman? Make sure she's got balls. Take the wheel, rookie. I'll ride shotgun.
Liar. You're in the turret.
Hey, Captain? Pick a lane.
It's a little crowded in here. The engineer's doing something with the control circuits. Hey! Watch where you put that.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm doing the best I can. Just stay out of our way.
So within this first segment, all you have are grunts. Watch out for the one that is armed with a fjord cannon. That'll be your biggest threat.
Keep it steady.
Covenant must have shut these doors. Give the engineer a second to override the lock. That's it. We're moving on.
Now as you're going down the highway, you'll have to be careful of certain enemies that'll throw grenades at you. And that's apart from all the vehicles and heavy weapons that you'll come across along the way.
Keep her steady.
Fortunately, the first, I'd say 3 or 4 segments aren't really all that bad.
Whoa! What just happened?
I think the engineer found a way to extend its shields. Send a current to the outer plating. I don't know how strong the shields are, so stay close.
Don't worry, we got you covered.
So along this segment, it's more infantry, except this time you'll have jackals and brutes thrown into the mix.
Fire on that crazy bastard!
So once again, watch out for grunts that'll use their grenades. And on occasion, brutes will also do the same.
Steady as she goes.
So whatever you do, try to keep your war dog moving as much as you can to avoid getting stuck. Now in the third stretch, there are going to be some towers with grunts inside, and each of these grunts is armed with a fjord cannon.
Another cruiser.
site north of the city.
Now, if your Warthog takes any damage, not to worry. As long as Buck remains in the vehicle, you don't have to worry about it getting destroyed at any point. And by the time you get to the end of this segment, you'll want to park yourself right about in this spot, force Buck out of the turret, and hop in yourself. You're gonna have a series of drones that pop out of these doors.
Shields are holding, but not for long. Shields falling. Take out those Covenants.
I generally find this is a more consistent way to handle this group.
Are good to go.
Otherwise, I could try to use the rocket launcher or allow Buck to do some of the work, but it's a little bit trickier to pull that off consistently. Now going into here, there aren't any enemies initially, but you will have a couple of phantoms deploying troops. The first phantom will leave off some grunts. The second one will be a combination of grunts, jackals, and a single brute. I like to time this about right where I can splatter a lot of the enemies in the second group, and then go back and clean up the others. Yet again, if you're gonna try to splatter these grunts, be really careful about which enemies you choose. You can't have to be expecting any one of these grunts will throw a grenade your way.
You're mine.
Just like that fellow. So this is one of the tougher segments of the mission. This is one of two of them, I'd say. Drive up to this point where you'll see a crate in the middle of the road. It has a fuel rod cannon. Use that to knock out some of these ghosts, otherwise you can swap over to the rocket launcher.
That's it. Keep her steady. Heads up, rookie. The captain's in trouble. Keep it steady. I have him.
My shields can't take much more of this.
Get away from there. Don't sit down. Heads up, rookie. The captain's in trouble.
Okay, shields are back to full power. Here we go.
So here you can see a bunch of the ghosts are gonna fire on the Warthog, but with Buck in there, you don't have to worry about it getting destroyed. So he'll shield me from all the damage if I happen to hop out. Unfortunately, I didn't destroy as many vehicles as I'd like to.
Hey, hold up. It's a gas hog. Let's change vehicles. Same deal, trooper. You drive, I'll shoot.
And that sounds good with me. As long as you can continue to shoot like that.
Got it.
So with the Gauss Hog in our possession, our first segment with this vehicle will stick behind her, allow her to draw a lot of attention using the Oliphant. All we'll have are Banshees and Ghosts.
Give me an angle.
As long as you keep close to there, she won't be in any real danger throughout this part. You can just see how quickly Buck can tear through these vehicles now.
See it. Must have dropped out from one of those cruisers. Just keep driving. It hasn't spotted us.
Initially in this part, you're going to want to follow Dare for a little while. You're going to have a bunch of Banshees flying overhead, and there's also a Wraith in the middle that you'll need to keep your eye out. Around this point, halfway down the road,
The captain's in trouble.
cut in front of Dare and park your Wardog somewhere up here to give her some cover.
There wasn't any covenant last night.
My shields can't take much more of this. I see a Scorpion tank up ahead. We need the extra firepower. Shields are holding, but not for long. We're good, Trooper. Thanks for the help.
There we go, that takes care of the last Banshee. So if you want to, you could go back and deal with the Wraith, but it's totally not necessary.
Captain's right, Trooper. We're gonna need that tank.
And that is probably the most difficult part in the highway. From here on out, it should be about a walk in the park.
I'll take gunner duty.
Now we can have Destiny in our control from here on out.
Don't let that damn turret fire one more round. Random.
So about midway down, there's going to be another Wraith. This one is an anti-air one. Again, let Dare take point on this run and provide her cover as much as you can. We'll have Banshees along the way, and there's also going to be a couple of turrets, one in the initial part and then another towards the end.
Banshee's down. Looks like it's all clear. Great job. Assault carrier. 10 o'clock high. Look at the size of that thing.
So as you're driving on this segment, there aren't any enemies on the highway. However, there are 4 Phantoms carrying ghosts on the left-hand side. What's really nice about this is you can shoot down each of these Phantoms, and you won't have to fight the ghosts in the next section. If you plan on taking out the Phantoms, you'll need to lead your shot a little bit with the Scorpion.
I have him in my sight.
But if you do it right, it'll only take 3 rounds per Phantom to deal damage and destroy them. And then as you see here, no ghosts, but there are only a couple of turrets remaining.
It's charging its excavation beam.
But the dig site's on the other side of the city. Boom!
So for this next segment, past this checkpoint, I'm not going to say anything. There's going to be some dialogue that plays out. All you'll have to deal with are more grunts and brutes. No vehicles, however, so take your time with this part. Make sure you're not getting stuck with any grenades or hit with any heavy weapons.
this city and then collapse the whole planet. Permanent bastard! Just like Reach all over again!
Made it out of there. Make it out of here. This much.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Mickey, you read me? Change your plans. You're coming to us.
Sky's kind of crowded, Gunny.
There's no other way. Covenant just waits at the highway. We're gonna keep rolling as far as we can. Get airborne, fly the Phantom to my beacon.
Understood.
Whatever you do, stay clear of that carrier.
I should also mention there are some jackals, but they are not huge in number compared to the grunts and brutes that you have. I forgot about that.
Scarab! Look out! This one's onto us!
We're going too fast. I can't stop.
Veronica! Come to me!
Asset. It's all right.
Through the alien, what about you?
This garbage truck's had it.
Take the next off-ramp. I see a building, north side of the highway. We'll hold up there, wait for evac. Out of the vehicle, trooper! Let's go! Veronica, wait here. Rookie, let's secure that building. Area secure. Veronica, come to us. We'll cover you.
Mickey, what's your ETA? Had to reroute, Gunny. The whole damn city's on fire.
Trooper, I have a Tier 1 asset and a whole bunch of Covenant that want it dead. Whatever you gotta do, step on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so heading into the final defense section of the mission, give your heavy weapons to each of your allies, and grab yourself a Covenant carbine in this area, as well as a sniper rifle at the top of this building.
Hostile Phantoms coming in.
So there are going to be 3 waves of Phantoms. There are going to be 4 Phantoms in total. The first one is going to contain grunts and brutes. So use your sniper rifle to kill the brutes, carbine to deal with the grunts. One of these brutes does have a throw-rod cannon, but he's going to be further to the back. Wait for him to get to about the center, and then you can fire on him.
More Phantoms. Look sharp.
The second wave is going to contain a handful of jackals, which will include some shielded ones, as well as those with snipers and carbines.
Engage! I'm hit. Sniper!
So you can use a variety of weapons to kill off these snipers. I think there are going to be 3 or 4 of them. If any get past you, head inside this building, grab your sniper rifle, and get ready to take them out. They do get to a predetermined location on the field. There's sniper number 1. And there's sniper number 2. I don't think I hit him though. There we go. I'm pretty sure the engineer just saved my life. I definitely took a round or so it seemed. Before handling those hunters, I'm going to make sure there isn't another sniper on the field. Doesn't appear that way.
It's in cover.
So it looks like we just have 1 or 2 hunters remaining.
Let him run. We got bigger fish to fry.
Now then, we only have 1 more wave to contend with. And this one, it's going to be all brutes.
Wraiths on the highway.
That's not good.
Now, as long as you're over here, you don't have to worry about the wraiths. They're only going to fire on the building. They won't be a threat to your team. So what I'm going to focus on for this part of the wave is deal with all these jetpacking brutes. And then we'll focus on those on the ground. Any that approach the building, my team should be able to handle. So I'm pretty sure that took care of all the jetpacking brutes. All that leaves us with is a chieftain and then just a bunch of his henchmen. There goes the chieftain. We'll grab his gravity hammer. And now we can have a little bit of fun to finish off the mission. As soon as you kill these last couple of brutes, your team will arrive, and that will complete the mission. Ah, you beat me to the punch, Buck. That's alright.
Line him up, boys! Romeo, take the one on the left. I got it. We're steady.
Move it or lose it, son!
For replacements. Men make one hell of a team.
Just nice to know they really do listen. Come on, let's get out of this city. Go, rookie!
Head for the Phantom. That thing's safe?
Long as it don't get hit.
Come on! Damn it! Move!
Wow, nuts. What can I say? It was a hell of a night. Easy does it.
We went through hell for that?
Give him some meds, would you? It's important. It knows things.
Heck, honey. I wasn't talking about the alien.
Mickey, I'm sending you a very special co-pilot.
Oh, come on! I don't want one of those things in here!
It won't bite, and unlike you, it knows what to tell those cruisers to keep them off our tail.
I think they're too busy to care. Looks like they found what they're looking for.
What about you? What about us?
Win this war? Then ask me that again. Lord Hood may have given you clearance, but it was my op and it's my interrogation. We only captured one. It's very delicate.
Don't worry. I know what the alien's like. It has access to the Covenant BattleNet?
Limited, but yes. We're not entirely sure how it manages a remote connection to the... What?
Whoa, stand down, stand down!
Sergeant Major, please. It's extremely flammable.
The brutes. The bastards who put bombs on your buddies and killed millions of my people. They're digging a mighty big hole. You're gonna tell me exactly what they're looking for, and then you're gonna help me stop them.
And on that note, that is going to finish the main campaign run for Halo 3 ODST. Hope you all enjoyed this guide. It was a pretty difficult mission. This one took me quite a few attempts to pull off a perfect run. It does have its difficult segments, but for the most part, it's largely the vehicles and the grenade-throwing grunts or brutes that give you the most trouble. Otherwise, I'd say the beginning and ending segments to the mission aren't all that bad. So I hope you all enjoyed this walkthrough. Thank you all for joining me on this part of the journey. Be on the lookout for any other bonus content for Halo 3 ODST. I plan on doing an audio log guide where you can find all those collectibles. And I'm also going to do a couple more runs on the Mombasa streets, just to give you an idea of some other strategies that I like to put into action. So until then, hope you all have a good day or night. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.